All right, hey y'all, it's Snacks, and we're here at Four Palms for the JO, and I'm here with Tyler. And if you don't know him, then you're not very involved in Florida and in disc golf. He's a great guy all the way around the state, and just gonna get to know you, man. So where do you call home?
I'm from Fort Walton Beach, so over in the Panhandle, right between Pensacola, Panama City, for a lot of folks that don't know Destin.
All right. And then what got you into disc golf? Like thinking back, like when you first started playing, what was the thing that like stuck you into the community and stuck you into disc golf?
Started playing just super casual, obviously, like a lot of us. My brother, well, it was strange because my brother and Jeremy Rusco were very involved. But back then, even just running tournaments and doing stuff around Kansas, playing, and then they started introducing it to us. I would go home back to Kansas for hunting season, and we would play like a round. So like one round a year for my first 3 years of disc golf. And then Adam moved to Florida, and he started getting involved with our local club. And then at that point, still, I thought it was weird. I would still go play with a Frisbee and then maybe borrow a disc or two. But then, just as you get more and more addicted, you just start playing more and more. But because of their background, I almost immediately went from that super casual immediately to tournaments and helping out with them at tournaments. Yeah. Started going to Texas and doing events in Texas. Adam and I would ride to Texas and do events with the team from Kansas. And so tournament disc golf was immediately what I was into, and I loved the gathering of an event.
All the community and everything.
Exactly.
And that's kind of what got you the bite to take the director role and kind of go crazy with that.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah. What in the Florida disc golf community kind of is where your staple is and what you kind of do in Florida?
Well, a lot of us call it the Florida season, right?
Yeah.
So with what my job is and has always been, it was kind of outreach and introducing the brand and just taking the brand around the country. So when winter arrives and kind of everybody else shuts down and we kind of get kicked off, we get started. So I follow, we've almost always started with the JO or the Tour Championship, years ago when the tour was coming here. So October, usually I tell everybody end of October after USDGC or Tour Championship. These days, we'll make our way back to Florida, kick things off with the ladies in the tea party, and then it's A-tier season.
Yeah, I know a couple years ago when I made my challenge to do one tournament a month, I was hitting you up that whole time in Florida because I could find you anywhere in Florida doing a tournament. So, and then besides in Florida, this past year I've seen you go all over the place and being involved in different stuff. Myself, I'm a life scout, so seeing you do the stuff with the Boy Scouts and all that. So, do you want to touch on that a little bit, like what you've been doing with that, with the Boy Scouts and different stuff in the country?
Yep. Well, the Boy Scout thing was amazing. That was awesome. We did the National Jamboree last year. We're going to do it again. We've already committed to doing that again when it rolls back around next year because they're getting their schedule back online after COVID. An amazing outreach opportunity, obviously, for the sport. We've got it added to the merit badge now, thanks to Yeti and his team and the work that we did with the Scouts last year. But that event is so big.
It's huge.
It's huge. We're excited to go back and to make some changes, It was exciting to say the least, because you've got 25,000 kids, and I don't know, maybe 10 had played disc golf before, like that actually played, and to introduce the sport to that many kids at one time was a little daunting. We had a team of like a dozen, and trying to corral a bunch of teenage boys that are getting excited, and that was. A lot of people said that was their favorite thing about the camp was getting to play disc golf. And we would have a queue of, I'm not even kidding, at 8 a.m. we'd get on site and there'd be 80 dudes just waiting to go to get to check out discs and start go play.
I think the coolest thing was, like you said, how you guys got it on the merit badge, because for even local communities and local clubs, like disc golf clubs, now that makes it easy for them to be able to put on an event. Pour on, and me and Thomas have been talking since you did that about doing something with the kids and finding a local troop that wants to do an event as a merit badge. And then you get that whole community. So even that, with you doing the big spot, it can help us in the community be able to reach out and do stuff.
Well, the course in Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico was at the Jamboree, and those guys immediately got connected when that course got built 2 years ago. With Gabe from corporate, he was a scout as well, an Eagle Scout, and they built the course there. And now they're going into year 2 of the tournament in Puerto Rico, and the scouts got involved in getting that project done. So it's just immediately. Yep.
And you just went and traveled too and helped put a course in.
Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Yeah, Uruguay with the Paul Macbeth Foundation. It was cool to see Paul yesterday, and talk to him about the project. What they've done you know, we've been helping with Paul Macbeth Foundation. I personally had them all, you know, that option involved in all my tournaments last year, and then you know the Chain Hawks for years have done Paul Macbeth for their raffle now, and it's to see that those efforts go into real life application was great. I loved it.
Oh yeah, being able to touch the things and see what actually is going on out there, and that had to have been amazing.
That project was wild. There were 2 disc golfers that, you know, sent the email in, the application into the Macbeth Foundation, and those 2 guys were the 2 disc golfers in the country, right? In the country. So they were carrying a basket around and just playing disc golf.
Different places.
Yes, right. They started off with a Franklin basket with plastic chains, and then Morrow built his own basket that weighed, I mean, if you think a disc golf basket is heavy, this thing was twice as heavy. It was crazy heavy.
Just straight iron metal.
Yes, just way too much metal. Way too much metal. And but yeah, they were passionate. And to get out there and to dig holes and cut down, you know, trim fairways and clean fairways up. And now, you know, this last week we saw pictures of real baskets, you know, them playing disc golf, real baskets. So
that's amazing.
Incredible. Yep.
Any new projects or anything going on coming up soon, or?
Let's see, for 2025, it's going to be a lot. I mean, a lot of the same. Adding new, probably not. It's just refining. I will probably have to do a few more tour stops and majors that I don't always chase. You know, like you said, I go everywhere, but because of my background and how long I've been doing events, there's just lots of club events I like to do. So there's places I know where I want to be at a B tier, then now maybe I'll have to push to go to another major, which it's fine. Majors are great because a lot of people go, and it is a reunion where you get to gather, but a lot of times they're in big cities, and then also you kind of get spread out. So it's a give and take when it comes to those majors. I know I'm adding a couple more events with the DG1 team. They're taking the Bowling Green Amateur Championships back over. They're going to start that one back up, so that's a big event. So at least probably 2 more events with those guys, big A tiers that I haven't been to in the past. So I've been to Bowling Green, but not with this team. So.
Well, it was good catching up with you, man.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Good seeing you.
Thank you for doing this.
It's awesome, man. I love getting in the community and just like getting out the word of like what people are doing behind the scenes and getting to learn more about it. You know, everybody kind of knows things, they see things posted, but I like getting to the source and, you know, getting a little conversation going.
Well, like we say, anytime we can help, we'll try. I can't do everything all the time, right? But we'll do what we can do it. So, you know, whenever you need me, buddy, appreciate you.